everyone, this is Gökhan from Cappuccino. I want to talk about Shurei's success story today in Hyper Games conference, from ideation phase to launch phase. How did we succeed together with Boom Hits? First of all, Cappuccino. What's Cappuccino? Cappuccino is a mobile game company founded in United States in 2015, but our operations continue in Izmir, Turkey. Our team consists of 15 people and mostly working on the hyper-casual titles, but also we are working on some hybrid titles and the casual titles. We started with Boom Hits together in the middle of January this year. First month, as you know, the classical hyper-casual marketing strategies, we tried to find the right CPI, so we rushed and sent 27 prototypes to Boom Hits. Sometimes we found good results, but sometimes we found very bad results. This is the nature of hyper-casual. And then Shurei's idea appeared from Boom Hits side. Actually, the idea was merging concepts and the gameplay mechanic, and fashion trend was very popular at that times, and we found the game option choosing runner style shoe Swift game. They sent the idea to us and we really liked it because actually we were sure about the retention of the game. Last year we tried Roof Runner with another publisher. We combined option choosing with runner game style, probably the first in the world, and the retention was very, very good. Playtime was very, very good. We stuck at the CPI stage, and also the other game, Sports Hero. Also, we tried with the same gameplay. The retention was also very good in that game and playtime, but CPI was high, so we killed the projects. Once we got the Shurei's idea, we really sure about the retention and the playtime. And then the problem was, of course, CPI. It was about the fashion thing. We couldn't use classical hyper-casual art style as Stickman or other ready assets art style. So we started the brainstorming about the game, the cons and the pros. First of all, the game must be very polished and a bit near to a realistic style. It is all about the fashion, and if you see a video on Facebook or Instagram as gameplay advertisement, it won't work with the hyper-casual style art, so realism was very important at that stage. First, we started on sketches, the clothes, the shoes. We combined them together, and we used rigged clothes, the half sexy walks, womanish style. That was very important about the gameplay. The camera also, probably the most important thing in the game, because yes, we gave importance to the clothes and the rigged animations, but the game's primary object was the shoes. So we needed the camera which we can sell the shoe Swift in a very clear way. And then we started prototyping the game with just 3 shoes: high heels, sneakers, and boots. And the pure gameplay was, it was good, but it was not a bit clear. What if you change the wrong shoe? So fail mechanics. We added fail mechanics for each shoe, for each platform, and sent the game to the CTR test. CTR was very high, CPC was very low, and we see the light in the game, then we started preparing ourselves for the CPI test and a bit day one retention. We also, as I said, the camera was very important. Actually, you can see that camera in mostly hyper casual games, but our primary object was shoe. So in that kind of camera angle, you can just sell the clothes. Shoes are not clear. It didn't work. CTR was very low. The most important thing at the beginning stage to sell a game is clear core loop. In that kind of camera, we cannot show the clear gameplay. But for the previous slides, that kind of camera worked very, very, very well. For first CPI test, CTR was very high, CPI was very, very low. We had just 3 shoes in the game. So actually we didn't expect too much retention, but retention was above average. Playtime was average, so we also got the second light about the game. If we add more content, we can increase the retention and the playtime, of course, because that kind of KPIs showed us people are really interested that kind of stuff, and they can play more if we add the content. So for the first retention test, we also added the ads into the game, both interstitials and the rewarded, and added more shoes. Actually, that was not easy for us because shoe race is a content game. Animations are very important, content is very important, and fail mechanics are really important. People see different kind of fail mechanics for each platform, for each shoe. It was a tough thing at our side, but my team worked very well. In a week, we completed all content. They didn't sleep, they stayed at the office, and that was really fun times. So we really see high retention after the content. At that time, boom hits worked very, very well, actually. At initial, we tested the game on Facebook and Instagram, as all hyper-casual publishers. We kept our metrics, but they made something different. They tried something different. They added voiceover into the creatives and increased speed, added music, and the TikTok, especially the TikTok CPIs was very, very cool, very, very insane results. We see that probably the audience of the TikTok really matched with our shoe race audience. Then the game started to scale. We got the retention after content update, but playtime and the R2 a bit not good actually at that time. So we just focused on the rewarded videos, interstitial videos, the more content into the game. Actually, we tried different things at gameplay side. How could we improve the gameplay? For example, after our brainstormings, the idea was that let's fall down the main actors of the game if they switch to wrong shoe, and slowly they should stand up, then continue. We didn't try it because smooth gameplay is one of the most important things in the hyper-casual games. People really don't want to wait in the game or fail easily. We must keep that smooth gameplay. So if our main actor fall down, then at least 1 or 2 seconds the player must wait to stand up. So we just skipped that idea. We was really sure about it won't work, but we must add something different, because it's a race game. Competition is very important at that stage. So how could we improve the competition feeling? Of course, in a fake way. And we added, it was boom hits iteration, perfect timing. After perfect timing, retention was really high, then the playtime was really high. We after that iteration, we really have a good launch game with great KPIs. Then we solve the result with that iteration. Actually, the shoeraise was at the #1 in US App Store and the other countries, of course. Yes, we had a hit game at that time. Boom. And but it is not easy to keeping it at the #1. If you scale game, you cannot protect your CPI easily. So as Cappuccino team, what we did do at that stage, we really helped Boom Hits. Boom Hits is very good at marketing sites, to be honest. They are always trying to different things. They asked for different creatives, different camera angles, different actors, and they also making A/B tests, many different A/B tests. As Cappuccino team, we supplied them at least 25 new characters, new shoes. Shoes could be the same, but the characters, for example, the Victorious angle and the Michael Jackson, the famous person, we hadn't add them into the game, but we helped them as creative sites, as CPI content, and the game continued its scaling. At that time, actually, it is a teamwork. I know the Bombi team is very good at marketing, but also the developer should help them to create a really great success story. About their feedbacks was very good. Also, Cappuccino team gave feedbacks, so we find our middle way about iterations, and we kept our scaling from 2 months. So it's going really well, actually. And then the reward side, actually, people must click that button. If you are working on a hyper casual, people must click that rewarded button. So we decided to keep our core gameplay loop, but how could affect more rewarded videos? How could we improve them? We just wanted to add small mini games. It is one of the sample. The post mini game, you need to tap at the right time to for the perfect photograph. It worked well. It really helped our game. And the other thing is, you can see in all hyper casual titles, launch titles, upgradable room, upgradable house, upgradable the secondary mechanic. You can upgrade your the place about the game. Especially in the room, you can see your shoes, you can see your clothes, and it helped to retention, playtime, and of course rewarded videos. The other thing, we used something legendary look, legendary skins, and we had from the famous ones. It also increased both retention, playtime, and the rewarded and the ARPU thing. So now till that time, game is going very well. The most important thing is that working with the publisher to create a very successful game, knowing each other, of course. Boomit would know our animation and the art arts think. So they pitch the game as if we can use very good, very polished, very smooth animations in that kind of merging idea, they could see the successful result. And so they sent the idea to us directly, and also we gave very good steps. We always talk with them, and one by one, step by step, we increased our metrics, we increased our KPIs, and find a great success. So also in this slides, we just showed our successful iterations. We tried much more, but they couldn't find the good results actually. And it was a great partnership to success. Sure is probably, and our next hit is coming soon. I hope the next year in Hyper Games Conference we can talk about it. And for general, smooth animations, understandable gameplay. The art style is could be different. You can use stickmans, you can use classical hyper casual art styles for the game, but you must sell your core loop, your main gameplay. The gameplay must be very understandable, very clear. So, in my opinion, you must choose the art style according to your core loop. If we will use a classical hyper casual art style in this game, probably we couldn't see a success launch. But that if we work in an action game, if we use more realistic style, we couldn't hit the success. We must be use more hyper casual art style. It is all about your communication between your partnership and your development team. I hope this conference could help you for your next hit games, success games. And from the beginning, yes, if you first focus on the CPI, if you can see the CPI, mostly you can find the right way to increase your retention. And the other thing is all about ARPU, all about ads, add many different contents. We are also continue to add different contents to Shurace. In the last update, we actually added 7 different platforms, and now we are working on the mini games. We really want to keep our scale for it. It's just 2 months launch, so probably next year we can see its success story much more greater than today. So thank you all. You watched this conference, and hope you see you in next year.